There's such a time as this where there are fears, uncertainties around about all of us, that the world is seeking for answers, seeking for solutions. It's a time that the Word of God is speaking to us in a mighty way, that peace be with us. I want to start by saying that no one can give you peace unless they are peace themselves. So we are going to find out who is saying to us, peace be with you. In a time where there is fear, in a time where death is a common denominator, in a time where death has taken the headlines of our news broadcast, where the news outlets are talking about death from this virus that has caused the world into pandemic, this is the time to hear from the Prince of Peace, the one who is the Prince of Peace, the one that can only give you the peace that will surpass every human understanding, the one that can talk to you whilst you are in a situation of anarchy and chaos, yet he's telling you that have peace because he is the Prince of Peace. So he says, verse 19, then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled for fear of the Jews, Jesus came. Jesus what? Came and stood in the midst and said to them, peace be with you. Peace be with you. On Sunday evening, the disciples were gathered in one place. And probably they were just talking among themselves. They were fellowshipping among themselves. They were probably talking about the things that Jesus told them. They were probably discussing what is the way forward. What do we do next? What are our next steps? And whilst they were in that gathering, doors were shut. Yet Jesus stood in their midst and said unto them, peace be with you. That was a word that was needed at that particular season. This is telling me, my brother, this is telling me, my sister, that God knows exactly what you need in what time you need it. At that particular time, the people of God, or Jesus' disciples, fear of the Jews, gathered in one place, locked the door because they were afraid. And when Jesus appeared, the very first word or the first sentence he gave them is, peace be with you. Now it is important to understand that you cannot give anything you do not have. So for God's Son Jesus, the Son of the living God, who died on the cross of Calvary at Golgotha, when he came and said, peace be unto you, that takes me to the book of Isaiah 9:6, that says that one of his names shall be the Prince of Peace, because you can only give what you have. I can only give to you what I have. Before I got here, I have been praying. I've been praying that God will open your ears, your spiritual ears, open your spiritual eyes to see and to hear and to get the heaven's perspective concerning what God is about to do in your life. He says to you right now, where there is pandemic, where there is fear of death, death has become a common denominator in our conversation. When you listen to the news on our television screens, all what you hear is the death, the total of death in the world, the total of death in this city, the total of death in this country. Death has become the headline, the narrative of the news. And there is fear. Fear is abounding everywhere. And now God's Son, in time of season, knowing exactly what you need, through the word, he said, peace be with you. Shalom be with you. Peace be with you. Shalom be with you. Peace be with you. The reason he's able to say that, because he is the Prince of Peace. Oh, am I talking to somebody?